most probably those links are really dangerous and you will need to disavow or to remove them if possible. If it's from 30 to 70%, then yeah, you recommended to check them out as well, but just make sure that they're placed on relevant websites, that they are okay. Maybe there's nothing bad about those backlinks, but actually penalty risk helps a lot. If you need to find out bad backlinks for your site and get rid of those. And also there is an additional thing you can check is a domain and page authority by Moz. So here in the right corner, we have a menu button. As you see, there are multiple factors. If you want, you can remove some of them from your table. You can add more. So the domain and page authority factors here can be added to your workspace. You will need to add a Moz API key to be able to check those factors. But this is an additional domain and page authority metric that can be really helpful apart from our own domain and page in link ranks. So it's really cool. You can look at your backlinks and backlink pages at a different angle. Next, what I wanted to show you is that if you found some strange links, some dangerous, potentially spammy sites, and you want to get rid of those, if it's impossible just to remove those links from those sites and you're going to disavow them, here SEO Spyglass can also help a lot because you can create a list of those backlinks, a file that is ready to be submitted to the Google Disavow tool. And it's pretty simple. So you just select all those bad backlinks, you just right-click and select Disavow. If you see multiple links from the same domain, you can even disavow the entire domain here. So you click OK, and then when you go to Preferences, Disavow Blacklist Backlinks, you see those backlinks here. And if you select those and click Export, the software will create a disavow file. So it's ready. You just take this file and submit it to Google. It saves you a lot of time. So you can use a Spyglass for this as well. Here on the left panel, you see different modules, so you can switch between them to make sure that everything is okay. For example, if you want to check the list of anchor texts used, you can switch to this section, for example, to make sure that you don't use the same anchors for a lot of backlinks. Or if you're analyzing your competitor's website, you can switch to anchor text to find out which keywords your competitors use for their backlinks, which is also really useful. So actually everything, the same info, but with different columns, and you can find out more interesting things there about your backlinks. Also, if you need to do some research on the history of your backlinks and find out new backlinks gained recently, or maybe make sure that no important backlinks are lost, you can switch to the historical data section. And here, just select the period you're interested in and switch between new links and lost links. You will see a list of all the links that have been lost within this period that you've specified and the reason why, if the link was removed or if there is something wrong with the website. So also a nice thing when you're doing backlink research. And one of the biggest features of SEO Spyglass is domain comparison. So if you want to compare your backlinks to your competitors and find out which sites link to your competitors but not to your site, then use the domain comparison feature. Here, you just add the sites that you're interested in. You have the enterprise license, which allows to add up to 10 websites per project, so up to 10 competitors. Actually, the summary module shows you just the overall comparison to see how you're compared to your competitors, like for a range of different domain factors. And under link intersection, you will see a list of all the linking domains. So if you want to discover which linking domains you have in common, select intersecting domains here. And maybe more interesting to check which sites link to your competitors, but they don't have any backlinks to your site. Select prospective domains here, and you will see those sites that have backlinks to your competitors' websites. So basically, those are potential link building partners for your website, and you have a list of them. So you can analyze those websites, and if they're relevant, if you're interested, then you can reach out to them, asking them to place a link to your site as well. So something about backlink research and also some prospect search for you here in Spyglass. So you'll have potential sites for new backlinks as well. The bulk analysis feature allows you to add up to 200 domains at once and run this super quick analysis against a list of different backlink factors. So just quick analysis of different domains to check something. Maybe you're analyzing sites when you are searching for sites to place a backlink or something like that. You can use the bulk analysis. Domain strength is where you can analyze how strong your domain is. So the software calculates this score, and it shows you like the most important domain metrics for your website. And under reports, you'll be able to generate all kinds of reports with different backlink stats. If you need to present those reports to your clients, for example, since you all have an enterprise license, you'll be able to export data to save your reports or locally, or you can use the cloud. Also, you can email those reports to your customers. So actually, those are white label reports. You can customize them. You can edit any report here. Here you see a list of available widgets. Each widget is editable, so you can click, you can select, for example, for the graphs, you can select which period you want to see on the graph. So actually, you can make those reports look like you need. It's just the default view that I have, but you can change the colors, you can change the widgets, the infos, the numbers that you want to include here. Well, that's basically it about SEO Spyglass. I know that Inessa is also eager to share some useful tips, some recommendations about how you can use SEO Spyglass for your SEO tasks. And then later we can check out all those questions and reply to them. Well, I tried to cover all possible questions that you might have, but anyway, if you have any, we'll cover everything after Inessa explains some more features.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Olga. I have been like dropping down some questions for some reason, Zoom is not allowing me to add questions. Maybe like it's because like I'm a host, so it's just not allowing me to add
No,
questions.
the host has to be able to do everything.
Yeah, I should be able to write. I'm kind of like hating Zoom at the moment. I'm having a love-hate relationship with Zoom. But putting that aside, so thank you for the demo. I do have a few questions from the demo as well, but then I wait for some questions from the attendees. Meanwhile, I'm just going to keep on dropping more questions. Some of them are not relevant to the screen that you have been sharing, so I did not interrupt you. So maybe after investor session, we will go through the questions one by one. So Sam,
Yeah,
meanwhile, yeah.
that's great.
Sure. So, Fam, meanwhile, any questions you have, just keep dropping it into the chat or the question section. We'll get to them shortly. Inessa, over to you.
Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, great. So I'm just going to show a few things that I know that our users are doing with SEO Spyglass to improve their link building, to improve their business, and maybe it will be interesting for you as well. So one of the things that may seem a little bit shady or gray hat SEO, but still a lot of people do that. A lot of people in affiliate marketing niche do that, is getting expired domains. And as you know, it's quite tricky and challenging to find a good expired domain because it can have some bad history. It could have been penalized by the search engines for something in the past. So it's really important to research those domains very carefully before you get them, before you invest in them. And this is actually the tip that one of our users shared with me, and I didn't even know that it could be used in SEO Spyglass. So for instance, I have these expired domain that I found on the expired domains website. Then I can just go to SEO Spyglass, create a new project, enter the domain URL. And here's the important thing, that when you enter these non-existing domain, right, because it's expired, please don't get scared by the message. You just have to hit yes, and the tool will still collect. So it has all the backlink data for these domain, for this expired domain, and you can check everything about the history of this domain, about the anchor texts, right? The type of the websites that were linking to it. And here we can see, for instance, that there are not so many high quality backlinks from the domains with the high inlink rank, but most of the backlinks, they come from the websites with the inlink rank below 40. So that would be a red sign for me. And I would probably say no to this expired domain, and I would just go and check some other options. So this was the tip number one. I hope that it would be helpful for you. And the recommendation number two is that you can do broken link building in SEO Spyglass. This is quite useful. I know that not so many people are fond of broken link building, but still, it's a pretty handy technique. So let me open one of the projects that I have here. So you can have any website analyzed in SEO Spyglass. Then all you need to do is go to the linked pages tab, and here you will have these linked page status code column. By default, it will not have the status codes checked for you, so you'll have to select the pages and analyze them to get this information, or just push this small arrow button to have it. And well, all you need to do is kind of type 404 in the quick filter, and you will see these magical pages that were removed, but they still have backlinks pointing to them, right? There are two websites linking to these non-existent page, and one of the backlinks is do follow backlink. So if you have similar content, if you have a similar page or resource, you can reach out to these domains, yeah, to the administrators, to the managers, to the content editors of these domains, and you can suggest your guide or resource page as a substitute for the non-existent page. It's kind of, well, also kind of a little bit of stealing of the backlinks, But I know that our users are doing this, and they're doing this pretty effectively. So I hope that this second technique will also be useful and handy for you. This is it. This is everything that I wanted to share from my side.
Right, that's a quite little cameo there, but I love the tips. Thank you, Anissa.
Thank you.
So,
You're welcome.
sure. So just gonna go through a few questions. So some one that I have received from A and A. I'm sorry, I don't have your name here. That's what it shows, A and A. So the IP address mentioned as C class IP, what does that mean? Olga, I think the question is over to you. The IP address mentioned as C class IP, what does it mean?
Sorry, should I need to check the list of questions in the chat, or
I will read out for you. Don't worry about that.
Okay, so just a little bit distracted because I opened the chat and I was searching for this question. So
No
actually,
worries.
okay, so sorry, could you please repeat once again?
Yeah, when you are showing us demo, the walkthrough, so there was a section that says like IP addresses mentioned as C class IP. So what does that mean?
Yeah, probably I need to share my screen once again, or
Sure.
just to, it will be easier. Yeah, so you can check the, well, I don't remember where exactly I had the, well, while you're analyzing your backlinks, you can also see the IP addresses your backlinks come from. So the IP addresses those domains are registered under, and also such column as C blocks shows the C blocks of those IP addresses. So this is one of the important factors for backlink quality. So if there are like multiple backlinks from the same with the same C block, which means that those qualities come from the same IP address, even if the domains are different. So in this case, it will affect negatively the penalty risk, and it will be higher. So this is one of the factors that should be taken into account while analyzing backlinks. But I don't actually remember where exactly we saw that.
Maybe, yeah.
Because probably here. No. Yeah, you mean C blocks, yeah? Yeah, so here
it's in summary.
Yeah, here in the summary.
Yes.
Yeah, so how many C blocks, and yeah, so you see if you hover over each column here, you'll find out the explanation of each factor. If it seems unknown, or you don't know what it's all about, you can click on this info icon and you'll find out the explanation of it.
Perfect. So does it answer your question? Please let me know if otherwise, just let us know with a follow-up question. So I'm just going to switch to a few other questions. Yes, thanks. Okay, thank you, Olga. Goes to you. So a few questions we have also received over support like last couple of weeks. So some of them we have managed to answer. Some of them felt like too technical, so I thought that I would going to save it for the webinar. So I'm not sure if people who shot those questions are in this webinar or they couldn't make it. I'm just not sure. But then anyway, we have the recording. So we are going to just share this bits and bits to the people who asked the questions. So can SEO Spyglass help me differentiate between high quality and low quality backlinks, especially when analyzing a competitor website? If yes, then show us how.
Sorry, could you please repeat once again?
Yeah,
that's the question from the chat section. Just
yes. Okay.
The first one.
Just 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Take your time.
High quality and low quality backlinks. Yeah, well, actually, as I've already mentioned, while you're analyzing your backlinks, you look at different factors to understand which links are high quality, which links are low quality. You look at the page in-link factor, domain in-link rank, domain in-link rank. You can also check the domain and page authority by Moz. You can look at the penalty risk. So actually, there is no just one column where it's shown low quality or high quality. You just analyze them and you understand which links are bad. But well, if in a few words, if you see that the penalty risk is over 70%, it means that most probably the link is low quality and even dangerous, because penalty risk considers a lot of different factors, including domain authority and page authority and everything. So it shows you like the overall value of this link.
Got you.
Yeah,
So that's how.
I've shared some information about the in-link rank in the chat with the guys, just to tell them that in-link rank is our in-house metric that we developed for SEO Spyglass, because, well, basically we can't use Google's PageRank, right? We can't access it, but we're using the same formula to calculate in-link rank. So it's basically something very similar to PageRank, and it's calculated from 0 to 100. And it says that, well, it's much easier to grow from 20 to 30, and it's much harder to grow from 80 to 90. So you have to, it kind of changes progressively, so to say.
Right. A quick question here. So when we were talking about an in-link rank, so this is for the entire website, but then we are talking about, say, for example, I want to run through the backlink data of webmeup.com, for example. Now, when I'm running through the backlink data, I want to know which ones are like really high quality backlinks that they are getting the link back from, link juice from, and which ones are of low quality. So the screen that we are sharing, the ones that we are seeing, basically shows the in-link rank for the competitor website. But I want to know the details of the websites where they're getting the backlinks from. For example, WebMeUp could be getting the backlink from, say, 5,000 websites, for example. I want to know how I can filter which of those 5,000 websites are high quality and low quality. How do I do that?
Well, that's a tough one.
You can actually do that in the backlink profile, right? So you can just switch to backlink profile, and you can backlink profile, backlinks. And here, for instance, you can add a filter to show backlinks with in-link rank higher than 60, for instance, right? And you will see only the backlinks from the websites with the higher in-link rank. Yeah, Olga is showing you how to add a filter. The filters are actually very, very handy, and you can use different conditions, as you can see here, so that you can set up your workspace in the most convenient way.
Got you.
Yeah, so you create here in the right corner next to the menu button, you see this filter. So you can use those filters. You can add multiple filters if you need to filter your data.
Copy that.
And you will show just, for example, I set up a filter to show backlinks with the domain in-link rank higher than 50. So I see just those backlinks.
Right.
Yeah, so basically it will just filter out all the low quality domains that you don't want to focus on.
Nice. All right.
You can also check the penalty risk column actually to differentiate between high quality and low quality. But I guess that the domain in-link rank is kind of a more reliable metric, because you can see that the penalty risk it's really it's a little bit unpredictable. So you can have the domain with the high domain inlink rank, but the penalty risk would be, well, almost like 66%, as I can see here. And you will have to go and check why these kind of website triggers these penalty risk. So I would recommend to rely on the inlink rank column in the first place.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, that helps. So basically, we can filter based on the inlink column and say which ones are of high quality, and then we can ideally target them instead of like going for all the backlinks. Is it right?
Yeah,
Got you.
exactly.
Nice. Thank you. Thanks for the details. So moving on to the next question, the second one is, does SEO Spyglass help me categorize the backlinks based on the industry and niches? Is it possible to do that?
Unfortunately not. You cannot categorize them. There is no option to show the niche, to see the industry for each backlink. So, well, no, there is no such feature as
Maybe if we add ChatGPT to SEO Spyglass, it would be able to.
Wow, that would be cool, you know?
Yeah.
This one is missing.
That's an interesting question that actually came into our support. Okay, we had no clue like how exactly, or is it even possible? So we just responded to I think it says like Mary.
Well,
yeah, we responded to Mary saying that we will show this in the upcoming webinar and see if she could make it.
the only thing that comes to my mind to help you with these tasks, right, to categorize, is to use the quick filter. If you know, for instance, that the title of the pages that you're looking for should contain the keyword realty agency or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Or car, I don't know, car shop, something like that, automotive. So you can just enter any keyword in the quick filter, and you will be able to get a filtered view of the backlink of all the backlinks based on these keyword that would be found in the title of the page.
Yeah, it's not actually, it's not a 100% method, but
sure.
It's something.
Yeah, when you have like thousands of pages and you have to find all the pages that kind of mention the keyword that you're looking for, so maybe the name of the niche or the name of the product, you can use the quick filter.
Got you. That could be a good starting point, that's for sure. Yeah, and then like you said, like if there's a possibility to bring in our own API down the line from OpenAI, that would be really cool to categorize further. So
yeah, we have something to work on.
yeah, more opportunities. Yeah, wonderful. So moving on to the next one. So how can I filter only the links from high domain authority sites? I mean, earlier we saw about like with the help of inlink, we can identify these are like high quality, but then is it possible to filter only that and export only that? Could you please show us how?
Yeah, once again, here is the filter button. So you can set up your filter first. And then when you got those backlinks, you can use the quick export button here.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that there are like options. So if you check from project workspace, you will get just the backlinks present in this workspace. And yeah, you will have the file with the exported backlinks. Also, okay, in terms of export, yeah, you can use the quick export button here in each section, or you can also use file export, and then you'll export all the records from your project. Yeah, but if you need to do the export only for the records that are displayed when you set up a filter, then use the quick export button here next to the menu button.
Got you. Thank you. Thanks for that. So may I move on to the next question, Olga?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great. So whenever there is an algorithm update comes in, does SEO Spyglass automatically analyze and update the value of backlinks? For example, say if some of the websites got blacklisted during an algorithm update from Google, so does SEO Spyglass automatically update and show us like, hey, their in link went down, or show us like these are blacklisted domains or something like that, like whenever an update comes in?
You mean the domains blacklisted by Google?
Yes.
I'm not sure that Google kind of shares this information.
Yeah.
So if you get hit by Google, usually you'll just see that your rankings drop, right? That your traffic organic drops, but very rarely you will get some kind of message in Google Search Central telling you that you were penalized. So usually kind of a silent penalization that happens. And I'm not sure that we can actually access any. I have never seen types of lists with some blacklisted domains. But that sounds like a good idea to me, that someone can compile those lists of domains that were hit hard by Google, so that we can kind of research them and see what happened to them. But I have never heard about this thing, and SEO Spyglass doesn't have this kind of feature to access any blacklisted websites. No, that's not available, unfortunately. But
Gotcha. So that's like technical limitation. Like it's not like you don't do it. It's just like technically data is not available.
Yeah, when it comes to Google, you never know. You just need to guess, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Gotcha. But then that begs me with another question. So when an algorithm update comes in, so what really happens at SEO Spyglass? So something we all would love to know, so that we can be aware, like when we see like new changes in the tool, what kind of changes should we expect whenever there is like a new algo update comes in?
You mean when we release some update of the software?
Right.
Well, actually, the software will be updated automatically. So you just start the app and you see that the app is getting updated. And yeah, if there is some major update, if there is a big feature added, then we also notify our users in our Facebook group. Also, we send an email with the explanation of the new feature, with the videos sometimes, if it's really a new feature implemented. Yeah, if it's like a minor thing, like performance improvements, then you'll not even notice. And that's the purpose, to do that without even it's just getting better and better. So
Got you. But then, when the deal started, a lot of people have been asking about like whether future algorithm updates are included as well or not. So what exactly an algorithm update basically means for SEO Spyglass? Because I remember this question have popped up like multiple times, and you guys have confirmed yes, it is included. But then I'm just curious to know what exactly does those update basically mean for the end users?
which updates?
The algo updates.
Search algo.
Yes.
Okay. Well, okay. Yeah, I'm really happy to explain this, because it causes a lot of confusion also on different websites. Yeah. Like years ago, before January 220, there used to be a different pricing plan. So all licenses used to have those search algo updates, so kind of subscription. When you buy a new license, 6 months of this search algo subscription is provided, is included. And then after the initial 6 months, you needed to extend those algo updates on a paid basis. But then a few years ago, we switched to a different pricing plan. So now we have just yearly subscriptions or 3-year subscriptions, and everything is included. So it's simpler there is no confusion. There is no, like, well, we didn't have any hidden costs, but sometimes people used to buy the software without noticing or knowing that there is this search algo subscription. It seemed like one time payment, and that's it. Now everything is more simple, and you just pay the same fee every period, like every year, every 2 years, every 3 years. And well, that's the explanation. But well, your customers, they don't have any search algo updates or any subscriptions, since it was a lifetime. Yeah, it was a lifetime license. So there is no fee that you need to pay in the future. You just paid once, and everything is included for forever. So just for information, but there is nothing you need to pay for in the future. You already have your SEO Spyglass for life.
Lovely. Thanks for the detailed explanation and the reassurance. Much appreciate that. So we do have a few more questions coming in, once again from A&A. So what is more important parameter for backlinks? Is it like in-link rank or domain in-link rank? For example, if a backlink has in-link rank as 2, but its domain in-link rank is 90, is it considered as a good backlink or bad backlink? Interesting question.
So this probably needs to be clarified in terms that the domain in-link rank shows you the rank of the entire domain, right? Mm-hmm. And in-link rank, this is the rank of the backlink page of the single URL. So in-link rank will always be much, much smaller than the domain in-link rank. Right. It could be, yeah, something like 2 or 10. I would say that it's more important to look at the domain in-link rank as the entire website, right? Because some pages that are very new, for instance, so in-link rank is calculated based on the number on the quality of backlinks. And when a website publishes a new page, usually it has 0 backlinks, yeah, right? So its in-link rank will be very small. But if this is the website like CNN.com or BBC Co UK, right? You will probably still want to get a backlink from that website, from that web page, because the in-link rank of the domain and the reputation of the domain would be rather high. So it's more important to look at the domain in-link rank in terms of link building.
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree with Inessa.
Interesting. Thank you. Thanks for that. And mate, does it answer your question? So please let us know the follow-up. Okay, thanks. So basically that answers the question. Wonderful. So Alta has a couple of questions, which I want to leave it to you guys. So will you consider running a deal for a website auditor on SaaS Mantra? I have missed the deal, but please do the last time sale for website auditor. This time, please do it on SaaS Mantra because of its easy checkout system and helpful support. And we can also use SEO Spyglass and your website auditor altogether. So over to you.
Yeah, the thing is that even if we decided to launch it like tomorrow, we wouldn't be able to do that because of the limitations that are imposed by AppSumo. So if you launch an AppSumo, they are very, very strict. And they have something like the 3-year ban on launching on other platforms with very high fines. Really, I do not remember the exact numbers, but it's like it's ridiculously high. Yeah. So I'm sorry, but we can't. Unfortunately, we can't do that. We can't launch website auditor on SaaS Mantra.
No worries,
yeah, it is very, very ridiculous. Yeah, I agree with you. And those numbers, when I saw them, I was like, wow, really? It's kind of like maybe $5,000 per day after you launch on the competing platform.
Yeah,
Wow.
maybe in 5 years or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's like crazy. So, and
Uh,
the one other question has come in. So, will
Yeah.
you ever launch the LTD for Rank Tracker?
Yeah, you see, this is probably the most common question that we usually get from users from AppSumo and SaaS Mantra about Rank Tracker lifetime deal. You see, to check rankings accurately, Rank Tracker relies on a lot of servers, and these servers mean a lot of ongoing costs for our company. So when it comes to the idea of a lifetime deal, as much as we would love to offer something like that, it's pretty tricky and challenging. And I would even say that it could actually backfire in terms of keeping the tool up to the standards you expect. And as we are all about giving you the best service possible, we try to maintain this balance, right, between the software that we can provide while lifetime deals and the software that you can get only on linkassistant.com website. So unfortunately, we can't right now. We can't launch Rank Tracker as a lifetime deal. Maybe we can think about a very limited plan. I don't know what was still really. Have you heard about the ranktracker.com story launching on appsumo.com? So they sold like lots of licenses through AppSumo Rank Tracker, and they kind of well told their in a couple of months they told their users that they will have to pay a yearly fee to keep using those lifetime licenses, lifetime deals. And I think that it's a huge reputation shock for both ranktracker.com and for AppSumo, because the lifetime deal is the lifetime deal. And if you introduce and provide something like this, you have to deliver it completely, and you can't introduce any additional right costs or fees or whatever support, pricing, stuff like that. And we understand that. We understand that rank tracking is a server heavy process that requires a lot of costs, unfortunately. That's why we're still we're very careful about it. So if we see that this option, right, this plan is possible really as a lifetime option, we will definitely introduce it. But as of now, we do not see that it's possible as an option.
Got you. Thank you for the detailed explanation. Really appreciate that. And yeah, I have heard about the horror story of Rank Tracker as well. Yeah, so it's crazy what's going on.
Yeah.
So before someone asks, let me ask you this: like, would you consider doing a lifetime deal for Link Assistant, the link building software to automate the SEO outreach?
Yeah, it's
I know
possible that
someone might be asking this question, so I just want to be the first person to ask the question.
yeah, it's possible that we may consider it. We will have to discuss it with our team internally before we make the final decision. But I think that it's a possible option for us.
Lovely, lovely. Glad to hear that. So going back to a couple of the questions. So Tarun has a question. So while doing a domain comparison, PC becomes a bit slow. Any tips so that the PC not become slow and I will be able to do other tasks efficiently?
Yeah, hi Tarun. It's one of our customers, and we know each other very well.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Well, actually, since the software is desktop, it sometimes happens that the software is resource demanding. And if you have a big project, for example, I don't know, when it comes to SEO Spyglass, it doesn't happen really often, but well, it may happen if there are like thousands, like dozens of thousands of backlinks, and you update all the factors for each backlink. So it becomes really heavy. The file is heavy. And well, Java is running out of memory. So the software may freeze or may becomes slower. In this case, since Java doesn't use all the RAM by default, it uses just up to 4 giga. And yeah, you can try allocating more memory manually. We have those instructions for each operating system. So in most cases, it helps because Java will use more RAM from your device, but actually it also depends on the device. Sometimes if the device is not really powerful and you have a lot of different projects open, loaded, the first recommendation would be trying to load just one project at a time. So here in this drop-down menu, you see all the loaded files. Even if you do not use all of them simultaneously, all of them are loaded and it eats memory. So if you see such issues, then try closing all the unnecessary projects at the moment. So by using the close button here, you just have one file that you're working with, restart the software because only this way it will release more memory, and then just make sure that you load one project at a time. And you can also follow the instructions to add more memory manually. Well, I can share actually a link here? Probably it will be, yeah, I need some time just to find the guide. So I will share it here in the chat in case someone needs it. Yeah, you're welcome.
Are you going to be sharing the link in the chat or something?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find this link.
Okay.
I just need to find it. It takes a minute.
No worries, take your time. So meanwhile, Alta has an interesting perspective for website auditor. Inessa, I guess you read it.
Yeah,
Do you want to address it quickly?
Well, it's an interesting idea, and we'll also need to discuss it internally. Yeah, because as you know, we kind of have end of the year planning, so maybe I will kind of note this down, and I will share this with my team, and I will think about the ways we can provide something for South Mantra users who got SEO Spyglass deal.
Lovely.
So thank you, yes, and we will consider this.
There you go. Your wish is granted. That's your wish from Santa. Right, I'm just waiting for the link from Olga.
Yeah, I just replied to Tarun's question, and also I can share it in the chat as well.
Yes, that will be very helpful. I'm just making a note of the link as well so that we can send it along with the webinar replays to everyone. Right, I'm just going to be seeing if we missed out any questions. I don't see anything that we missed. Thank you, Olga. Thanks for the link.
Oh, there is a new one about the deal.
How long will the deal be available?
Okay, we haven't set a final date yet, considering the holiday season. So, but don't worry about that. Like how we are advanced. In advance we mentioned about the price increase. We will also mention like at least 2 weeks in advance when the deal is going to be ending. So there'll be like notifications about that. But we might consider pulling off the extra code that you're getting on the purchase of 5 deals. That might go away. Please email. Yes, we'll definitely drop an email before the deal goes away. That we'll do. We will send like a reminder, a heads up, both in the Facebook group and also in the email. And probably we are going to chase you via Facebook ads as well. You're going to say, hey, the deal is getting over. Have you bought it or not? You're probably like doing that to you as well. So we'll make sure you don't miss it. But it's better to buy before the Christmas so that you can set up some automations during the Christmas season while you are spending time with your family and friends. So just a tip.
Yeah.
All right. So if there's like no more new questions coming in, will this be available? Yes, there is a replay, and we have the whole webinar recorded. So I'll send you the uncut version, so you will also know about the discussions that we have had about rank tracker and all those things that are kind of like taboo to talk about in public. You're going to have those in the
Thanks.
replay available as well.
Yeah.
Yes. So I will share the replay, Tarun. Yes, there are some interesting tips, so like Olga and Ines will share. We definitely don't want to miss out on that. So we will share that with you. Is there anything else that we missed, or should we address any questions before we all wind up and then start getting prepared for the Christmas?
It looks like we've covered really everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
If there's like more questions or something, please let us know in the group as well as over email. And we will probably look at like organizing a webinar for you before Dillians or next year. We will do that something for you. Yeah. Wonderful. So Inessa and Olga, thank you so much for making time despite preparing for the Christmas. And once again, I love the background, Inessa, and I love Olga's background as well, because that's something I have set up. So
yeah, thank you so much. I loved it. I just enjoyed this picture. I feel a super professional now.
Okay. Nice. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. So thank you for making time. And thank everyone who has been here, who made this webinar more lively, some interesting questions from you. So thank you all for all of that. And once again, wish you a wonderful Christmas with your friends and family, and advance New Year wishes as well.
Thank you so much for arranging this webinar and for like this possibility to demonstrate the tool, to explain how it works, to make sure that everyone knows about the best features it has and use it like to the full potential. Thank you so much, and happy holidays to you as well.
Thank you, Olga.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. It's been really cool to spend this hour together. I hope that it will be productive. And yeah, see you all next year.
Yeah, for sure. And Anasa, I'll take this to the backstage to talk about the possibilities of doing the link assistant probably next year. We'll discuss that a bit later. Yeah, thank you all. And thank you, Alta. That's the first time a question has been addressed to me. So thank you. Thanks for your appreciation. Really, thanks from the bottom of my heart. And see you all next year. Bye for now.
See you. Bye.
Bye.